Hey gang, check this pearl outfit glow. Buy it fast with cash, watch the magic flow. Extract those crowns, let the stack overflow. Boom, 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 deck sovereign, here we go.
Hold up, slow, that's why, my friend.
Shiny bait is sweet, but wait till the end.
The grind is magic, farm that silver bright. Get your crowns away where they mean something right.
Fail and tap, tap and fail, that's the thrill. Heart of the game, pure adventure skill.
Skip the sweat with wallet wide.
Would Dick Sovereign it Danya Karazad.
Really feel like pride. The grind is magic,
Don't toss it away.
farm the silver, keep the fun alive. Adventurer play.
Outfits quick for Edania, tough and grand. Karazad safe, no crash, I'm in command. Strongest in the world with one quick swipe.
Just one more pack.
Yeah, this feels right.
Buddy, we get it, the rush is real.
But does the shortcut ever truly feel?
The grind is magic, farm that silver bright. Get your crowns away where they mean something right. Tap those stones through dark and dawn. Build Dick Sovereign so it means something grand.
Extract the pain with credit card.
Would a Dania Karazad lose all their spark? The grind is magic.
The grind is magic, don't toss it away.
Farm the silver, keep the fun alive. Adventurer play.
Desert's path is long and true.
Farm silver, piles by crowns brand new.
Every fail you face, every stack you grow. Legends rise up, that's how heroes show. Whales flash fast, then fade from view. But grinder and gear shines forever true.
The grind is magic.
The grind is magic.
Farm that silver, embrace the fight.
The grind is magic. Make the veils your guiding light.
Sovereign gleaming, and then you're strong.
Karazad shining all day long.
Stay the path,
Keep your wallet light.
farm your crowns, make your gear feel right.
The grind is magic. Oh yeah.
The grind is magic.
Farm and play, don't throw it away. Hey gang, check this pearl outfit glow. Buy it fast with cash, watch the magic flow. Extract those crowns, let the stack overflow. Boom, 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 deck sovereign, here we go.
Hold up, slow, that's why, my friend.
Shiny bait is sweet, but wait till the end.
The grind is magic, farm that silver bright. Get your crowns away where they mean something right.
Fail and tap, tap and fail, that's the thrill. Heart of the game, pure adventure skill.
Skip the sweat with wallet wide.
Would Dick Sovereign it shines forever true.
The grind is magic.
The grind is magic.
Farm that silver, embrace the fight.
The grind is magic. Make the veils your guiding light.
Sovereign gleaming, and then you're strong.
Karazad shining all day long.
Stay the path,
Keep your wallet light.
farm your crops, make your gear feel right.
The grind is magic. Oh yeah.
The grind is magic.
Farm and play, don't throw it away.
Unmute myself. Hey everybody, we are repping the colors today because we frickin' took out a dictator. Hell yeah. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I actually am friends with a few Venezuelans online, and they are so happy about this, and I'm so happy for them. So, we're repping the colors today. Maybe tomorrow, I don't know if tomorrow we'll go back to my normal look or we'll keep on doing the holiday look. But we are, for today, repping the colors. Anyway, I'm on I'm on Belenos 4. I should go back to the season server. Probably the trade prices are better there. Cause I did all my sailing in life skills at work and I had like a good amount of time. So I just sat my, Corsair at the fishing spot, and we are. So now I gotta clean up. I'm gonna clear out my fishes, so that when the life of the oil crusaders. I don't know, Necro. I don't care about the whole entire oil situation. I have friends on Twitter who are actual Venezuelans who have been suffering through this thing. Yeah, I know about the Venezuelan thing. I have friends who are actual Venezuelans, and they had been suffering for decades, and I'm so happy for them. So we're repping the colors today in celebration of toppling a dictator that I have personal friends who have been suffering from his rule. Like one guy actually, he had to flee to Italy. He tried to come to the U.S., but unfortunately his situation with his brother, somehow disqualified him from doing it. And also his mom died from cancer because of the whole entire, how Maduro ruined his country. Like, the medical industry was absolutely destroyed. That by the time they realized she had cancer, it was already too late for her. And then he had to deal with bread lines. He had water shortages where he had water like once a week, and sometimes they would just cancel it, so he would have to wait weeks or months to get access to running water again. It was an absolute horrible place. Supposedly, we are going to be installing the opposition party into there. I don't know which exact one. People are talking about the guy who should have won the election, because I don't know if you were paying attention to that, but it was really funny when the last elections happened back in 2024. Was it 24 or 2020? When the last elections were, the election people took a picture, and in the background there was a circle diagram that showed the opposition leader won. But then they declared that Maduro won. So, like, that's why the election thing was declared, like, we had, since that election, declared it null and void, that Maduro had been illegally occupying the country because he did not actually win that election. So, it might be him. There's also this other opposition leader woman who was a Nobel Peace Prize winner. She is, I heard rumors that she might be put in power. Trump is still, like, there is some Maduro loyalists still around. And Trump has threatened them that they need to get in line or they're not going to have a fun time. So we'll see what happens. I've been seeing point of view that this actually kind of screws over Canada, because Canada has been very difficult to negotiate recently, especially about the oil they have. So if we put in a friendly government of people who get in charge are friendly to our cause, we can get oil from Venezuela, which has one of the biggest oil reserves in the Western Hemisphere. So that would make Canada lose all their leg in negotiating with us over here in the U.S. Also, removing Maduro and replacing a more friendly U.S. one gets China and Russia and Iran out of the Western Hemisphere. Their biggest foothold in the Western Hemisphere was Venezuela. I don't know if you also paid attention to what China has with their Chinese fishing fleets that are wiping out the ocean life. Like, they are completely wiping out ocean life. I have advocated on Twitter a lot of bringing back the letter of marque, so that we can have privateers deal with those fleets. So it's not us, like the U.S. actually doing it. It's just random people doing it, but we give them they can have safe harbor in the U.S. Like they can, it's not condoned by the U.S. or their actions are not condoned by the U.S., but they can park their ships in the U.S. with a letter of marque. So it kind of gives us a little bit of distance to it of dealing with these things. Like they were talking about the Mike, I think it was Mike Lee, was talking about he's was adding in for narco cartels, that they were going to do letters of marque specifically for the cartels shipping drugs in the Caribbean Sea, that privateers, private-owned ship groups, could go out there and take cartel ships and just take possession of them and then sell the stuff in the U.S. And probably, like, I would think that, honestly, like, with like, the drug part of it, like, the U.S. could possibly, like, provide a bounty for the drugs. Like, so much drugs, the U.S. will take off their hands and give them some compensation for it. Because that is essentially it's helping us. It's helping us, and we should show some appreciation for getting those drugs out of circulation. I mean, especially with me living in Seattle, I've had many encounters because of this whole entire how crazy all the drugs flooding in are. I mean, like, Seattle is one of the worst places because they don't actually do anything. So I am extremely happy with what happened, and I watched the play-by-play because I worked all night, so I get the news. Oh, U.S. is bombing Venezuela. What? And they're like, and then Trump puts out the notice that, yeah, we went into Venezuela, we grabbed Maduro, hit a few bases, took out their anti-air, and then we left. And then and so it's a very surgical. It's not us like coming in and occupying Venezuela. It was just a very surgical strike to remove the head of the narco-terrorist group that operated out of Venezuela. I really like the people who are just kind of along the lines of, oh, like we had no, like, it wasn't that we should be taking care of our people here in the U.S. before we do stuff like this. I'm like, dude, this is taking care of people here in the U.S. You know, all those people who are, like, dying of from ODs and stuff like that? That Venezuela is where this shit is coming from. We're stopping that pipeline. Like, we already stopped the southern border. The southern border's pretty much been stopped. I'm pretty sure there's some trickling through. Yeah, no, you know what? You know why? it was because Delta Force handled it. It wasn't SEALs. It wasn't the SEALs, and what they probably also did, because Delta Force is like tier 1 operators. SEALs are actually tier 2 operators. So they Delta Force doesn't, and then they also use Night Stalkers, and it was crazy. Cause no, you know what the really crazy thing was when that thing happened. You know what the first thing that happened was all of U.S. Air Force airplanes in the sky turned off their public transponders. So everyone was like, oh shit, something's going on. But because it was all the Air Force and not just a select one, they had no clue what was actually going to happen. And then that's when we hit Caracas in Venezuela. And then we took Maduro. It was expertly put together. And I think it was, I think, honestly, that whole entire thing with them getting into the journalists who got into the WhatsApp or whatever, the Telegram or whatever, the private group before, was a test to find out who the leakers were. And they removed the leakers, and they were able to do this with, no one knowing until it was already done. It was the memes on Twitter is freaking amazing. I freaking enjoy them so much. It was they have the Forgotten Son or whatnot. So it's, as I said, freaking amazing. Oh, and Fox actually got back to me. He asked me if I am Google or Apple. I told him I'm Google. So, we'll see what happens. Because I actually did pull my GSSR. I got Joanna. Which I'm not sad about, because I actually like Joanna. I unfortunately, like, what was it? Like, it was right before. Hey, thanks, Jack, for the Happy New Year's. I hope your New Year's doing good. I'm doing good. I'm freaking happy. So I gotta build Joanna. I gotta build Joanna up, so that's what I'll be doing. Actually, I'm actually on my laptop. I'm gonna be setting up my Jack, do you actually play? Yo. I mean, I'm gonna have enough resources with all the extra stuff they have, and especially like everything is like half off right now, so you can just farm the XP right now, and just throw them all at EO later. Am I going the right way? Hey Jack, are you a BDO player? You're just more excited. Oh, you use Geo. Yeah, no. It's kind of more of, I don't know if I'm gonna use her on like a Joanna on a steady basis, but it would just be, it's more like she's nice for a collection, and I kind of liked her in Trom in the EU server. You want to hear a funny song I made? I made a song using because it's more, not, I don't care where you really play with this in regard, but I made a song, and I think it came out really good, and I enjoy this song a lot. So, and I think other BDO players would like it. So, you want to hear it? So I've been using, there's a website called Sona where you can make AI music. Oh yeah, the buff. Yeah, I saw that. The buff block with her NP. I actually gotta blow my my AP and FGO right now, so I'm getting my. I actually gotta do also the New Year stuff. You know, I'm so glad they added those quality of life changes. Okay, here we go. Music time. But they added the quality of life changes for FGO, so you have more. You can make more parties. Because that was a major problem I was coming across. I was like, oh, I want to keep these parties together, but I don't have. There's no extra parties, so I gotta change one of my parties that I'm happy with. Anyway, here comes the music.
Hey gang, check this pearl outfit glow. Buy it fast with cash, watch the magic flow. Extract those crowns, let the stack overflow. Boom, 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 deck sovereign, here we go.
Hold up, slow, that's why, my friend.
Shiny bait is sweet, but wait till the end.
The grind is magic, farm that silver bright. Get your crowns away where they mean something right.
Fail and tap, tap and fail, that's the thrill. Heart of the game, pure adventure skill.
Skip the sweat with wallet wide.
Would Dick Sovereign and Danya Karazad.
Really feel like pride. The grind is magic,
Don't toss it away.
farm the silver, keep the fun alive. Adventurer play.
Outfits quick, for Danya, tough and grand. Karazad safe, no crash, I'm in command. Strongest in the world with one quick swipe.
Just one more pack.
Yeah, this feels right.
Buddy, we get it, the rush is real.
But does the shortcut ever truly feel?
The grind is magic, farm that silver bright. Get your crowns away where they mean something right. Tap those stones through dark and dawn. Build Dick Sovereign so it means something grand.
Extract the pain with credit card.
Would a Danya Karazad lose all their spark?
Oh shoot! I forgot to set my location.
The grind is magic, don't toss it away.
Farm the silver, keep the fun alive. Adventurer play.
Desert's path is long and true.
Farm silver piles by crowns brand new.
Every fail you face, every stack you grow. Legends rise up, that's how heroes show. Whales flash fast, then fade from view. But grinder gear shines forever true.
The grind is magic.
The grind is magic.
Farm that silver, embrace the fight.
The grind is magic. Make the veils your guiding light.
Sovereign gleaming, and then you're strong.
Karazad shining all day long.
Stay the path,
Keep your wallet light.
farm your crowns, make your gear feel right.
The grind is magic. Oh yeah.
The grind is magic.
Farm and play, don't throw it away. Hey.
So that's the song. I'm honestly that's the song I like the most. I have made quite a few different songs about different parts of BDO, but this one was yeah, that's definitely it's such a funny. I was just like, okay, because you know what it is I watched this other streamer called Twitch for Fun, and he talks about these people who grinded, like they just wailed their way to like. Yeah, they wailed their way to gain the best gear, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make a song that sounds like from a Disney movie, telling people not to wail, to skip the game, because the game is the enhancing. So don't skip the game by just getting all the way up to Deck Sovereign by using buying crons and stuff like that. I bet that they wouldn't really support like Pearl Bits be like, no, we don't like the song. But I have a few other songs. The current song I'm working on, Simple Horse Trainer, talks about horse training. Well, as it says, horse training in Black Desert. I have Min Price Murderers. Yeah, I did. I have Min Price Murderers, which is a song about how people angry. Oh no, it's not strange at all. If you follow what's been going on for a while, it's not Grinded, yeah, they grinded back. So the min price murderers. You know what? I'll turn it on so you can actually hear that one. So here's min price murderers. Let me just double check. Oh yeah, I might just.
Grinding all night, mobs finally break. That golden sparkle hits, heart starts to race. Rare piece drop, jackpot in my hand. Silver dreams flash, best loot in the land. Run to the market, NPC inside. Heart turns to dread, min price list or strike. They stacked it high for half the price. I knew my payday's murdered before I even queue. Click to view, watch the hope tank. Greedy clowns dump it low at last. Quick buck fools, no brain, no care. Tagged my rare, left me in despair. Min price murderer, murderer. Kill the rare drop, murdered my dreams. Central market massacre, massacre. Floor price frenzy, ripping at the seam. I scream at the screen, fist to the sky. You idiots tanked it, watch profits die. Min price murderers, sell low forever. This rare drop's trash now, thanks to you.
You can figure your 2 boss ults for golden pink and bullet souls. Nice, yeah. I mean, eventually, when I make enough, I'll probably have one for every boss per character.
Worthless junk, thought I'd upgrade. Now I'm sunk, you swarm like locusts. One silver swarm, turn my victory into worthless storm. Now we're
Oh, I have 49 of these. Holy cow.
spenders mocking, calling out their names. Queue up empty, it's all in red. You short-sighted fools just killed it dead. Click to view, blood pressure explodes. Your quick buck rush overload. Stop a minute.
There are more pig hides. More brass ingots. The yarn.
Mid-price murderer, murderer. Kill the rare drop, slaughtered my dreams. Central market massacre, massacre. Floor price frenzy, tearing everything. I scream at the screen, fist to the sky. You idiot tank dead, watch profits die. Mid-price murderers, sell low forever. This rare drop's trash now, thanks to you.
Oh boy, my inventory is about to.
Mid-price murderers, mid-price murderers. Kill the rare drop, slaughtered my dreams. Central market massacre, massacre. Full price frenzy, tearing everything. I scream at the screen, fist to the sky. You idiots tanked it, profits die. Mid-price murderers, so low forever. Central market's curse.